Let's jump right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are unpacking a massive, fundamental shift happening in digital marketing right now. Picture this. You grab your morning coffee, pull up your analytics dashboards, and honestly, everything looks amazing. Your Google rankings are steady, your technical SEO is absolutely flawless, and hey, maybe your keyword positions even bumped up a bit. But then you look at your actual organic traffic and your inbound leads, and they are quietly, inexplicably tanking. It's incredibly frustrating, right? Well, today, we are going to solve that mystery and track down exactly where those silently disappearing leads are going.
This is literally the million-dollar question keeping marketing directors awake at night. Your rankings are sitting at number 1, so where on earth did the leads go? Let me assure you right now, you are not imagining things. And more importantly, you aren't losing to a traditional competitor sitting in the number 2 or 3 spot below you. No, you are losing to the AI sitting directly above you. The search engine itself has become your biggest competitor.
And if you're hoping this is just a temporary blip, think again. Gartner officially predicts that traditional search volume will drop by a staggering 25% by 2026, all thanks to AI chatbots and virtual agents. That means your traffic isn't just taking a quick vacation, it's being permanently rerouted. This stark reality confirms that the silent traffic collapse you're seeing isn't just a you problem, it is a documented, industry-wide crisis. We're witnessing a structural change in how humans find information on the internet.
The absolute kicker in all of this, 60%. Right now, a massive 60% of searches end without a single click to a third-party website. The vast majority of people searching online today just grab what they need and leave, completely bypassing the websites that actually did the hard work of creating the information in the first place.
We have a name for this phenomenon. It's called the zero-click search crisis. Basically, it's the rapid decline in organic click-through rates caused by AI overviews natively answering queries right there on the search page. For years, Google's main job was to act like a highly efficient traffic cop, directing users to the best answers on the web. Today, that transaction has fundamentally changed. Google has shifted from sending traffic to the answer to just actually being the answer itself.
Which brings us to the death of informational funnels.
Let's break down exactly how AI overviews have effectively demolished the classic top-of-funnel content marketing strategy. The drop-off in user engagement for top-ranking sites is just staggering. Historically, grabbing that number 1 spot for an organic search gave you a click-through rate of about 27%. It was the absolute holy grail of SEO. But look at the new reality. When an AI overview is present on that exact same page, the click-through rate for your number 1 spot plummets to roughly 11%. Ranking first simply doesn't guarantee traffic anymore. The prime real estate has been hijacked.
The harsh data behind this trend really proves the point. We know zero-click searches make up about 60% of the total. But look a little closer. Click-through rates for informational queries, like your typical how-to or what is questions, have dropped anywhere from 25 to 60%. Even more alarming, when an AI overview is present, only 8% of users even bother to scroll past and click on a traditional search result. And the links cited inside the AI box itself, they get clicked a measly 1% of the time. The user's basic need to click has practically evaporated for informational queries.
Look, I know this is a tough pill to swallow, especially if you've poured resources into top-of-funnel marketing, but the reality is, your carefully crafted blog posts and informational guides are now essentially just training data for Google's profit engine. Because AI answers these questions instantly and accurately right on the search page, traditional how-to posts are no longer a viable customer acquisition channel. The old playbook is broken.
Now let's talk about the new B2B battlefield. While the Google zero-click situation is tough, the rise of large language models is acting as a silent killer for high-ticket B2B sales and lead generation. Half of B2B software buyers now begin their research on AI platforms, completely skipping Google altogether. They aren't digging through pages of blue links anymore. Instead, they are asking bots like ChatGPT or Perplexity, hey, what is the best CRM for scaling a SaaS company? Think about what that actually means. If your brand isn't cited directly in that AI's answer, you literally do not exist to that buyer. You are effectively letting AI sell for your competition.
This creates something called the visibility gap.
You absolutely must understand this concept if you want to survive Search 2.0. Historically, if you ranked in the top 10 on Google, there was about a 75% overlap with being cited in early AI platforms. But data projecting into early 2026 shows that overlap has completely broken apart, dropping to somewhere between just 17 and 38%. This is the ultimate visibility gap. You can be sitting pretty at number 1 on Google for a high-intent keyword and yet be totally invisible to the millions of users relying on AI overviews or Perplexity.
But hey, there is a silver lining here.
Take a breath. I know this sounds like a ton of doom and gloom, but let's pivot the energy right here, because there is incredible upside hidden inside this shift. When you do manage to get traffic referred from an AI platform, it converts at an astonishingly high rate. We're talking an average conversion rate of 14.2% for AI traffic, compared to just 2.8% for traditional Google organic traffic. Why? Because the intent is off the charts. A user having a full conversation with an AI to find a specific solution is a highly qualified, ready-to-act buyer.
To put that into real-world perspective, check out this specific data point from Ahrefs. They found that AI-referred visitors accounted for a tiny fraction of their traffic, just 0.5% of their total sessions. But those exact same sessions drove 12.1% of all their signups. That is a 23 times higher conversion rate. So the takeaway here is beautifully clear. The problem isn't that AI traffic is bad. The problem is simply that you aren't getting enough of it yet.
So how do we fix it? We move from SEO to GEO and focus on winning citations. Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO, requires a fundamental shift from a ranking mindset to a citation mindset. To stop flying blind and start dominating this new era of search, you need a high-level strategic pivot. Step 1, you must start optimizing for how AI models actually extract data, not just how Google crawls links. Step 2, stop measuring success solely by traditional ranking positions and start measuring your share of voice in AI answers. And Step 3, structure your expertise so that you become the definitive, trusted answer these models actually want to serve to their users. How do we actually pull that off? Here are 3 highly actionable tactical geo fixes you can implement right now to instantly improve your chances of being cited by large language models. First, add FAQ schema to your pages. Data shows this makes you 2 to 3 times more likely to be cited. Second, change how you write. Use a super clear Q&A format where your headers are the exact questions and your paragraphs are direct answers. And third, build a strong presence on platforms like Reddit and Quora, because LLMs heavily index those sites to find trusted, human-vetted sources.
Of course, you can't improve what you don't measure. You need to definitively track if your geo efforts are recovering those stolen leads. Monitor these 3 metrics weekly. First, manually check your citation presence by just asking ChatGPT about your brand and industry. Second, watch for branded search lift in Google Search Console. If your brand searches are going up while organic clicks go down, your geo is working. Third, track your organic CTR specifically by query type so you can see exactly where AI overviews are impacting you.
And here is perhaps the absolute best news of all. The ROI timeline for GEO is incredibly fast compared to traditional SEO. While climbing to the top of Google for a competitive keyword can easily take 6 to 12 months, optimizing for AI citations can actually yield results in just 3 to 6 weeks. This makes transitioning to a GEO strategy an urgent, highly rewarding pivot for your marketing team.
The zero-click search crisis is not a bug in the system. It's the new feature of digital discovery. You simply cannot stop AI answers from appearing. So the only question left to ask yourself as you overhaul your inbound strategy is this: will you be the source the AI trusts or the footnote the AI ignores? The choice is entirely up to you. Thanks so much for joining me on today's Explainer, and we'll see you next time.